Hey guys, it's Matt with BePreparedA2Z.com. I just wanted to talk to you tonight a little bit about the queen size sheet that we're going to use in our first aid kit, and how you're going to take that sheet that you're going to get out of your closet. It's kind of dirty and ratty and maybe it's got that stain or whatever. You're going to throw it in the washing machine. You're going to clean it up, and then you're going to take that queen size flat sheet and you're going to start cutting it up into some different pieces. So as we draw this out for you, you got your queen size sheet and you got your header on there. We're going to cut that header off. We're just going to remove it. And you can put that in your quilting supplies. You can cut it up for first aid pieces. You can throw it out. You can use it for fire starter. You can do whatever you want to with it. But then once you got just the plain flat sheet, what you're going to do is you're going to measure over 42 to 45 inches. Now, I personally prefer to have a little bigger piece, so I like to go the 45. You measure that, you just cut that right down the middle. You can cut it, you can tear it, whatever you need to do. Then you're going to do the same thing vertically. You're going to do it twice, actually. You're going to do 42 to 45 inches. You're going to make these squares. And these squares are then going to be cut into triangles. And so what you're going to do is just cut these on the angle. And now you have 4 triangular bandages that in most stores right now are going between $7.50 and $10 each. So from this sheet that you just got out of your linen closet, you've got you got 40 bucks worth of equipment, and you've still got all this other material. So let me tell you about the rest of the material. This bottom piece down here, we're going to cut this into 3-inch squares. Alright, and these don't have to be exact, but you know, get them in the ballpark. 3-inch squares. And what you're going to do with those is you can just use those for, you know, for gauze or whatever you need to. This other piece is kind of the well-known secret, or well-kept secret, I should say, about this whole project. This piece over here, you can either cut this into 3-inch strips, and I'm just doing some lines top and bottom because I want to show you something else. You can cut them into 3-inch strips, or you can leave this whole. And when you leave it whole, what can happen with it is you can use it as needed in the field. So any emergency that you have, you'd be able to take this piece and do whatever you needed to with it. So this is your queen size sheet cut up, and it's a quick pattern, something you can do in just a few minutes, especially if you've got a second person helping you. You can use the EMT scissors that we talked about in the other part of the first aid kit. You can use a pocket knife. You can use just about anything. Ideally, this should be a cotton sheet, but don't go out and spend the money for that. If all you've got is a poly blend somewhere in your closet, this will work. And if all you have is a twin sheet, that'll work too. Don't spend money on this piece. Find one. If you got to spend money on it because you just simply don't have an extra one, buy one at a garage sale, or maybe like a Salvation Army, or any of the discount, you know, secondhand stores, where you can pick up one of these sheets for maybe $1 or $2. Certainly would not spend a lot of money on this. This is something that you can get, you may already have in your possession, and you can do a lot of stuff with this. These materials can be used for a zillion different things, from tourniquets to boo-boos, little boo-boos on somebody where they've got a small cut, maybe you don't have regular equipment. You use one of these 3x3 squares and use that. So this is a great piece of equipment that you can have, and if you want to keep it as one whole sheet and you know how to do what you need to do in the field, you can do that too. Sky's the limit. Think outside the box. This is Matt for BePreparedA2Z.com signing off. Have a good night.